how were you able to overcome that? I mean, because it sounds like you did, and not just to the point where now it's not just you have enough to now help others. Because there are
Yes.
people that have enough knowledge where they can just manage themselves, but then you now had enough to pour out into others. How did that come about?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I really think it was a God factor. Like I'm a
Yeah,
Christian,
yeah,
and I just started going back to like the principles of the Bible and like understanding that my God is my provider.
yeah, yeah,
My God is my provider. I
yeah,
have everything that I need, you know, and all the principles of coaching, because I did end up in a physician coaching program. And so there's a lot of mindset like work that I had done over the years. And so really, I know, mindset always seems like it's like, I don't know,
It,
esoteric, like you can't
it's the
really pinpoint it.
foundation.
There is in our mind, like
It
literally,
is.
it is what we are thinking about every single day, And so, yes,
Yeah,
the thoughts might creep in and say, like, are you going to ever have enough? Are you sure? What would, like the worry? So I now
yeah,
had to combat that worry. Like, okay, what am I worried about?
yeah,
Put a name
yeah,
to it, write it down. Okay, this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried I might not have enough. Okay, so what is the enough? Now put a number to that enough. And even
yeah,
the number may not even be what you really need, but at least you
yeah,
have that goal in mind where you're like,
yeah,
okay, this is what I'm working towards. Because a lot of the times when we don't know where we're going, we just keep chasing and chasing into the abyss. So now
yeah,
if you say, this is my number, if I need it, great, but at least I have a target, I have a goal.
yeah,
Same thing like when we wanted to be doctors. We said, okay, I want to be a doctor. So you have a target, places I had to apply. So there's intentional actions and steps that you take. So that was where, I said, okay, I need to, first lay that out, right? Now, what are the emotions that's there? What is causing me the anxiety? Where am I fearful? Where, inner
yeah,
work. It's inner work. Like, were there things that made me feel like ashamed? I mean, of course, I felt some shame when I felt like my IRS situation was going on. And I was like, um, but I realized that it wasn't my fault.
yeah,
I realized that I just didn't have that educational financial background at the time, and I'm here learning. And so now I'm learning, and now that I've learned these things, I can now pass that on to someone else, and I can pass that on to my children so that they would have that understanding as well, and they can be set up for themselves too. And so I did all of that. So it's like having the awareness, now also, putting a name to some of the emotions.